Hi, Mike here from Clearview. Today we're going to do a fitting on the new and current model 2012 or 13 Mazda BT-50. First thing I want to do is show you the tools and that we're going to need. And these, like the Ford Ranger, we need some torque screws. Okay, these are mine. I cheat with these. Okay, what you'll receive in your mirror box will be two torque screws, a 30 and a 20, and you're going to need a tiny little flat-headed screwdriver or flat-ended screwdriver like that. This one's got a few curves in it, it's been used a few times, and a Phillips head screwdriver as well. You can get a lot of these in little kits. If you've got a little kit like this, you'll probably find that you've got a torque screw end in here, right, or there's another one here with all little bits and pieces and that on it. But anyway, once you get organised with your tools, you really should be able to do most of it with this and a Phillips head screwdriver, and you'll definitely need the little one to get in behind the door handle. Okay, let's go and get started. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to take this cover off here over the back of the mirror. It's got a speaker inside, and you're going to need a flat-ended screwdriver. I should have included that in the toolkit too, but most people have got one of these. So we just go in here, give that a little bit of a prise there, and do the same thing on this side, right? Just pop it out like that and then lift it up. And there's a wire attached to the speaker here. So there's a little tag down in here. You can see it just there. Just press that down and that comes off in your hand. Okay, that's that done. Now is where you need that little screwdriver, a little flat one. Pull your door handle out, and up in the top corner, up at this point, right, you'll see that there's a flat plate in here, and you've got to get this screwdriver into the top of it and just try and get in behind the plate from any advantage point possible. And it comes out like that. So that's what it is you're trying to take out, and you need to get your little screwdriver in there. These are just held in with little barbs. They're pretty easy. And the reason we take it off is we're trying to get to that torque screw right there. It's a 20. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, you've got a screw down in the door handle here. There's a little bit of felt in there. Just lift your felt out and you can see there's a screw there. And then there's two more screws down here. These ones, these three here are Phillips heads. So I'm going to treat a little bit here. Alright. Just take that out. Take the two bottom ones out. Under here. If you've got one of these little rattle guns, they're fabulous. Made by Snap-on. Now is where you're going to need that torque 20 tool. Take that out, and once you get to that point, the rest of this should all just pop out now, but you need to get underneath the bottom of the door with a flat screwdriver. Just work your way along until you can find a crevice somewhere. Sometimes if you put a little bit of a push on the panel here, you'll lift it off the door to get the screwdriver under. Or use a smaller screwdriver to start with, and then once you get it started you can get the big one in. Right, and then it's just held on with popper clips. Okay, now we've got it to that stage, we can just lift the door panel off and it will hang, but you've got a little hook of some sort to hold that while you do the job. Job's easy. Okay, I hope I haven't gone too far with that. Go and do it, and then when you come back, right, we're going to take the mirror off and fit our mirror on. Okay, now you're at this stage. This is a hook that we use. We just set the door on there, right, and that just keeps it in place and it stops, you know, knocking the cables around and stuff like that. What we're going to do now is we're going to separate the wiring from the mirror. So all you need, you can use your thumb if you like, and just pull that out like that, right? Just bend it down, tweak it out of the way. And then what you've got to do is you've got to get this little rubber cap out of here, right? Little screwdriver again, prise it down, pull it off without slicing your finger up. Okay, that's what you got there, right? Now, here's the best bit. I got my little torque set here. It's a 30, so I just want to break those. This is, I'm doing it this way because I've got the tools here to do it, so you can too if you've got a little cordless. Makes life easy. Hang on to your mirror. Actually, before I do that one, there's another one right in the back here. And what we need to do is we need to expose it. It's into the back of the mirror, and if you can get a look in here, you see there's like a little cap there. Right, I've got to get that cap out. Pull that out there, and it's just like a little, it's like a plastic push-in clip, right? And there's another screw in there, and that actually goes into the die-cast part on the mirror base. So we'll take that out. First, you're going to need a torque 20 for that, the little one. We'll get that out first. Okay, and then swap back over to your 30, and that'll take your mirror off. Little glove tap, and they normally tighten up and around that wedge there. That's all you need to do. So go get your tools and go take your mirror off. Okay, now we've got our Clearview mirror. You'll notice that the connector's back in the base in here, not like a few other models where we've got the wire that meets down the door. So all this is pretty easy to do. Just with one hand, I'm doing the left hand for a reason, and that's why we just decided we'd do the left hand today. So using your original screws that you got, you can either do this on your own or you can get somebody to help you. Just line it all up here, set your screws up in here first by hand. Don't try and start them with a rattle gun. Last thing you need to do. End up cross-threading them. I normally like to take them up with a rattle gun, right, and when you get them finished, I put a little ratchet on it just to check the tension. Okay, you'll always get a little bit more on them, and it's just enough to nip them up. Try and do them evenly. If you get them to that point, you'll have to pull your whole door off to get them off. So they'll never go anywhere, okay? Now your mirror should fold in and out all right. Okay, what we're going to do now is put that other little screw back in with the torque 20. And these are a bit awkward to get to, but it's pretty good. Beautiful. Okay, be sure to put that little cap back in place just to finish it off and make it look nice. Pop your cover over your end bolt here. Right, push your wiring in. Now, when you get to this stage, before you go putting the rest of the door trim and everything on, it's a real good idea if you can turn your ignition on and check the sequence and movement of your mirror. Just saves you having to take it all off again if you've got to take it off and there's a problem with it. Okay, I gather you got your mirror on, you've checked your electrics, you put your screw back in here, plastic cap over it, this one on, checked all your bolts, made sure they're okay, and your plug and everything's in nice and neat and tight. Now we're going to put the door trim back on, and this is relatively simple. Right, just work along like that, and then you just got to line up your little plastic tabs here. And some of them are easier done than others. Okay, that's it. Beautiful. One out down here. Excellent. Okay, let's take your Phillips head, screwdriver, and I'm going to put a couple of screws in the bottom of the door. There's 3 different screws. There's two short ones go in the bottom. We've got a black one up here and we've got a silver one in the top of the door here. So put them back in. Don't need to over tighten them. All your popper clips and everything are already holding all this in. So your silver one goes down here in the centre of the door handle. Beautiful. Okay, and then you got one long Phillips head. You notice the head's a bit smaller on this. It's a torque head on it. It's not a Phillips. So use the little, well, we'll call it Allen key, but it's not really an Allen head on it. It's a torque head. Okay, do that up until it's neat. Okay, pop this back in your door handle here. Right, now we're going to put that flat cover back in. Now you've got a little half moon up in this corner up here, and what you got to try and do is get these little 4 little barbs back into place. Push it into there, make sure it's sitting square, and just push it in, right? Try your door handle, it shouldn't go anywhere. Okay? Now at this point we're pretty much done except for your cover. So you can see how you got some pop clips here, right? Need to make sure that you connect your audio back up again, right? Push that in, and they don't really sort of give you a lot of wire. So push it in till you can hear the click, and then lift it up, line it up, and go like that. And if you've already done the other side, you're ready to go hook your van up and disappear up the highway. Good luck.